Hey everyone, welcome back to our podcast. Today, we're talking about something that every English learner wants to know.
How to learn English faster.
Exactly, and instead of just giving tips, we're going to share our own experiences, the habits that actually work, and maybe a few embarrassing stories along the way.
Oh no. I already know which story you're going to tell.
All right, let's get started.
So, Jake, what's one habit that really helped you when you were learning English?
Thinking in English 100%. Instead of translating everything in my head, I started describing things in English like, okay, I need to buy bread. Where's the bakery?
Oh, that's a good one. I still catch myself translating sometimes, especially when I'm tired.
Yeah, it's normal, but the more you do it, the easier it gets. Try this. Look around you and name objects in English, like chair, table, window, and then describe them.
Hmm. Comfortable chair. A wooden table. A big window.
See, you're already improving.
All right, my turn. I think a great habit is speaking out loud, even when you're alone.
Like talking to yourself?
Exactly. I know it sounds weird, but it really helps. I describe what I'm doing like I'm making coffee or I'm choosing what to wear.
I'd love to hear your fashion monologue.
Should I wear the red dress or the blue one? The red one is nice, but the blue one is more comfortable.
Okay, I get it. Another habit, immersion. Surround yourself with English. Change your phone to English. Watch YouTube or just listen to podcasts. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like.
Yes, I started watching Netflix with English subtitles instead of my native language, and it made a huge difference.
Exactly. And try watching a show you already know. That way, you're not lost in the story.
Oh, like Friends. I already know what happens, so I can focus on the English.
Perfect.
Okay. Fourth habit, writing and rewriting. I write a small text in English and then try to improve it.
Oh, that's great. Do you use a dictionary to find better words?
Sometimes, yes, or I ask a friend to check it.
That's smart. I used to write a daily journal in English. It helped a lot.
Last one, learning new words and actually using them.
That's a big one. It's so easy to learn a word and then forget it because we don't use it enough.
Right? I used to write down new words, but if I didn't practice them, they just disappeared from my brain.
Same here. That's why I started keeping a list of new words on my phone and challenging myself to use them in a real conversation. For example, I learned the word fascinating, and I made it a rule to use it at least 3 times in a week. I would say things like, "This movie is fascinating," or "That's a fascinating idea," and it really helped me remember it.
I love that. I do something similar. I try to sneak new words into text messages or even social media captions. Like if I learn the word delightful, I'll write, "Had a delightful coffee break today."
That's such a great trick. Another one I like is using new words in a short story or journal entry. Just writing them down in context makes them stick better.
Oh, that's smart. Also, I've heard that teaching someone else a new word helps you remember it better. So, I'll learn a cool new word and tell a friend, "Hey, do you know what this means?" Then I explain it and boom, it stays in my memory.
That's so true. Basically, the key is don't just learn words, use them in real life. All right, before we wrap up, let's go back and explain a few words and phrasal verbs we use today. Some of these might be new for our listeners.
Let's start with catch myself. I said, I still catch myself translating.
That means realizing you're doing something without thinking about it. It's like when you suddenly notice a habit you have. For example, I caught myself biting my nails during the meeting, or I caught myself scrolling on social media instead of working.
Exactly. It's something you don't plan to do, but then, boom, you notice it.
Nice. Okay, next one. Surround yourself with English. What do we mean by that?
It means making English a natural part of your daily life. Instead of just studying from a book, you change your phone language to English, watch movies in English, and listen to English music. Basically, you create an environment where English is everywhere around you.
Yep. So even if you're not in an English-speaking country, you can still surround yourself with English in small ways.
All right. Next word, immersion. That's an important one.
Oh yeah. Immersion means being completely surrounded by a language, like if you lived in an English-speaking country. But even if you don't, you can create your own immersion. Just like we said, watching Netflix in English, listening to podcasts, and even thinking in English.
Right? It's like diving into English instead of just dipping your toes in.
Exactly. The more you immerse yourself, the faster you'll improve.
That was fun. I feel like I just learned new things too.
Me too. All right, to recap, think in English, speak out loud, immerse yourself, write and rewrite, and finally, use new word.
And now it's your turn. Pick one habit and try it today.
And if you enjoyed this conversation, don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, and share with a friend who's learning English.
See you next time.